This is an unsolved mystery that has left experts baffled. In 2015, a woman was driving home from work when she spotted something peculiar in her rearview mirror. At first, she thought it was just a bug or some sort of debris. But as she continued to drive, she realized that the object wasn't moving, and it seemed to be following her. The woman pulled over and got out of her car to investigate, but whatever it was had disappeared. Her dashcam footage showed a strange, shiny object floating above her car, but no one could explain what it was. Some believe it could have been a UFO, while others think it may have been a drone. But one thing is for sure, this is one reflection that didn't move. Welcome back, everyone. Here today I will be sharing with you the terrifying story of a woman who saw an unexplained floating object that refused to leave her. Rearview mirror? This strange event, which was caught on camera, has left experts baffled and scientists scratching their heads trying to come up with a logical explanation for it. Before we start, don't forget to hit that like button for more videos. Also, stick around until the end if you want to hear more about the strange and mysterious. In May 2015, a married woman in her 30s was driving home from work. She lived in a small town in the county of Somerset in England, but worked in a nearby city. As she drove along the empty country road, she noticed a strange object in her rearview mirror. It looked like a shiny metal disc, and it seemed to be hovering above her car. At first, Lisa thought that she was just seeing things. She pulled over to the side of the road and turned off her engine. She got out of the car to inspect the area, but she couldn't see anything unusual. Just to be sure, there was nothing in her blind spot. She walked around the car and even checked underneath it, but she found nothing. She even called her husband to come and take a look, but by then the object had disappeared. But this was where things took a turn. Lisa got back into her car and started driving home. And to her horror, the object was still in her rearview mirror. It was still hovering above her car, and it didn't seem to be moving. She tried to ignore it, but it was impossible not to stare at the strange object. She continued to drive, but the object continued to hover above her car. It was as if it was following her. Lisa was terrified. She had never seen anything like this before. What was this object, and why was it following her? She tried to focus on the road ahead of her, but it was difficult with the object in her rearview mirror. Lisa decided to pull over again. This time she chose a busy gas station with several people around. She got out of her car and inspected the area, but once again she found nothing. She checked her blind spot and even underneath her car, but there was nothing there. To make matters worse, the object was still in her rearview mirror. It was as if it was mocking her. She got back into her car and continued driving home. But the object continued to follow her. By now, Lisa was in a panic. She didn't know what to do. She tried calling the police, but she didn't want to sound crazy. What would she say? A strange object was following her car. They would probably just laugh at her and hang up. As Lisa drove along the road, she could feel eyes on her. She could feel their stares burning into her back. She could hear their whispers as they pointed at her car. She knew that they were staring at the object in her rearview mirror, but she couldn't blame them. It was strange, and it was scary. As she approached her home, she could see the object getting closer. It was as if it was coming alive and reaching out to her. Lisa was terrified. She didn't know what to do. She had never felt so scared in her life. When she finally reached her house, she ran inside and locked the doors. She could still see the object in her rearview mirror, but now it was outside her house. It was as if it was waiting for her to come inside, so it could follow her into her own home. In a panic, she called her husband and told him to come home immediately. She told him about the strange object that had been following her, but she could tell from his voice that he didn't believe her. He thought that she was making it all up. As she waited for her husband to come home, Lisa went back to her car to check the dashcam footage. She wanted to have proof of what she had seen, but she couldn't believe what she saw on the screen. The object was clearly visible in the footage, but it didn't make any sense. How could a physical object just float in midair like that? When her husband arrived home, he was skeptical, but he agreed to watch the footage. Couldn't believe his eyes. The object was clearly visible on the dashcam footage, and there was no mistaking what it was. Together, they came up with a plan. They would drive to the nearest police station and report the incident. But as they were getting ready, the object suddenly disappeared. They were relieved, but they were also disappointed. How could they explain what had happened without any evidence? They decided to go to the police station anyway and report the incident. The police were skeptical, but they filed a report just in case. They told Lisa that if anything else happened, she should contact them immediately. From that day forward, Lisa and her husband were on edge. They were always looking over their shoulders, wondering if the object was following them. They never saw it again, but they never forgot. The event was caught on dashcam, and it has since gone viral. People have been debating what the object could be, but no one has come up with a satisfactory explanation. Some believe it could have been a UFO, while others think it may have been a drone. But there is one thing that everyone agrees on. This is one reflection that didn't move. The object in the video seems to defy the laws of physics. It's floating in midair, and it doesn't seem to be affected by gravity. It's also shiny and metallic, which rules out the possibility that it's a bird or an insect. One of the most popular theories is that the object is a UFO. Proponents of this theory believe that the object is extraterrestrial in origin, and that it was following Lisa for a reason. However, there is no evidence to support this theory. Another popular theory is that the object is a drone. Drones are relatively new technology, and they weren't as common in 2015 as they are now. However, it's possible that Lisa could have encountered a drone that was being flown by a hobbyist. There are also other theories about what the object could be. Some believe it could be a weather balloon, while others think it could be a kite. However, these theories don't hold up under scrutiny. A weather balloon would be affected by gravity and wouldn't be able to hover in midair. A kite, on the other hand, would need to be tethered to the ground and wouldn't be able to fly backwards. The truth is that no one knows what the object is. The video is inconclusive, and the theories are just that, theories. This story has left many people with more questions than answers. If the object was a drone, then why did it never appear on the radar of the local airport? If it was a UFO, then why did it only appear on Lisa's dashcam? And if neither of those theories is true, then what the heck was that object? One thing is for sure, this is one reflection that didn't move. What do you think? What could possibly be the explanation behind the strange floating object that refused to leave a woman's rearview mirror? Is it a UFO, a drone, or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your opinion. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button for more videos. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.